So we're going to make simply delicious tempeh. This is my favorite brand, Light Life Garden Vegetable Tempeh. And to start, I like to boil it for 5 minutes, and that makes it more digestible and takes out some of the bitter flavor. And we'll start with the boiling first, and then I'll saute it afterwards. So I have boiling water here. I already started boiling. You just put in the whole block one time, sit it in there, and let it sit for 5 minutes, 10 minutes if it's frozen.
This is a tempeh after it's been steamed, or would you say
Boiled for 5 minutes.
Boiled for 5 minutes. And tempeh can be made from soy or rice. It could be several different grains and bean.
Yeah, and tempeh is less processed than tofu, has less of a soy allergen, and more digestible. And I really like the texture, and this one especially, the garden veggie. It has lots of vegetables in it and some flavoring, so it's a great dish. It's a great, really good tasting soy product and very nutritious. Okay, so we'll be taking this tempeh, and we'll be putting it, first we'll get this pan going here. There we go. And we'll put it, once it gets going, we'll have it started a little above medium. We'll put some grapeseed oil, and this oil is super high in vitamin E, and it has the highest of any cooking temperature without going rancid. It's a really great oil, has a beautiful green color. So it's this and coconut oil are the best ones for cooking at a little bit higher temperatures.
And the other thing I like about grapeseed oil is that there's no extra water or anything that's needed to grow the crop, because all the grapes are being grown for wine, and then they take the seeds from these grapes and they process it into the oil. So it's a very ecological type of oil also.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful oil. Look at that beautiful green flavor. Green color. So we put some grapeseed oil and then a little bit of this wonderful organic sesame oil for a little bit more flavor. And most times I don't use so much oil to cook with, but with tempeh it's really important. It really works well to give it a nice brown on both sides, which makes it takes out the glugginess that sometimes it can be if it's not cooked right. So this is my favorite way to cook tempeh. So we'll put it in here, we'll get it going the oil. And I'm going to actually, my next step is, while this is cooking, it'll cook for a while on one side, but I will take this side. Okay, it's starting to get a little high, so I'll turn it down. Just right around medium, it should be good. So we'll put some holes in it with a fork, and just so we can get some spices into it. This is an excellent way to flavor the tempeh.
Wonderful. I've never seen anyone do this before.
Yeah,
What a great tip.
Vegan Chef Todd's specialty here.
All right.
So I'm just going to flip it over to get a little bit of oil on this side. And then I'll take some curry powder. You can use anything. You could use taco seasoning. I have some curry and some cumin to put on it today, and just spread it around nicely. And look at that the turmeric gives it the beautiful orange color.
I love the curries. They're so high in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory, and they're really are true medicines, especially the spices and herbs and all the fresh vegetables, all of them. Anytime we eat from the garden, we are eating our medicines.
So, and here's, put a little cumin in with the curry. Not too much, just get it on there like that. And then we'll put a little bit of our sea salt. Okay.
Could you use soy sauce instead?
You could use soy sauce instead. That would actually, soy sauce or tamari, wheat-free tamari is a favorite of mine.
Uh-huh.
Or namas soy sauce is the one that's the best soy sauce to use.
That's the raw one, namu,
Yeah,
meaning
right.
raw.
I'm not sure if that's wheat-free also.
I don't think it is.
And we can see in the background here that the quinoa is it's on low and it's cooking. It should be ready in about 15 minutes. So here we go. Let's see how our... We'll let it go just another minute on that side. Well, we can flip it over and we can go back at the end and do a little more. So you see how that golden color is happening on the top.
Yeah, it's just starting to brown. Very
Yep.
good.
We have enough oil here.
So that puts a nice crust on it too, so you have a great texture. Texture is a very important part of cooking, getting a good texture. We like that mouthfeel.
Excellent. So we'll be using this tempeh. We have a favorite lunch, probably this lunch more than any other lunch. It's called the mega wrap. And we have the tortillas with tempeh and quinoa and salad and avocado and then some oils and dressing and nutritional yeast. And that'll be coming up next we'll show you how we can use the tempeh in that. Or it can be used in soups and stews, in casseroles. It's just a wonderful accompaniment and protein source.
Very good.
So we're almost ready here. Probably cooks for a few minutes on each side. I could turn up the temperature just a bit. Looks good, doesn't it? Sure smells good.
It does. It
Yeah.
smells great. So the wraps, that sounds like a whole meal in itself, like all
It is.
wrapped up in a tortilla. Do you warm the tortilla?
Yeah, we'll warm the tortilla usually in a toaster oven or the oven.
Uh-huh.
And it's my favorite meal because it's I can make a wrap and I can take it if I'm traveling. I can have a really great healthy meal. And I have quinoa and I make tempeh often or tofu and have it ready to go so that I always have a good meal and I don't have to look for something to eat in a pinch. So I'm going to flip this over. It looks like it's getting a little hot again.
It sounds like good airplane food as
Oh,
well.
look at that.
I like to take my meals when I'm flying, and it sounds like a wonderful thing to take on the airplane.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, well this is ready. I'm going to turn off the stove. It'll keep cooking.